Hello and welcome to this edition of Diaspora Central. I am Gil Ingles, and with me today, ladies and gentlemen, from across the Atlantic Ocean, this man is one of those that can make the guitar speak, cry, and sing and laugh all at the same time. The man has got soul, and his soul pours through his fingers right to the guitar string. He goes by Toto ST. For those of you that know him artistically, Toto, welcome to Diaspora Central.
Thank you, Gil. Thank you, Diaspora Center.
Jazz music in Angola.
Well, for me, in my perception, jazz is something that is starring. People are getting to jazz right now. We cannot say that we have a place where you can find just jazz, but we have a lot of artists that they do kind of blend. African styles with jazz. They blend all of this. We call Afro jazz.
Right.
But jazz standard is I don't think we into this. Of course, we have a lot of musicians that play jazz, but we don't have the structure yet to where people can watch, see, play, and see and learn more about jazz.
Yeah,
it's something that is starting to begin, and if we had some festivals that will lead us into a very different in a different way, in different level of of doing jazz.
Yeah.
We used to have a Luanda Jazz Festival. I don't know if you remember.
Okay.
And the last Luanda Jazz Festival was maybe 2012, if I remember well.
Okay.
And till now, I think we have a festival in Benguela, for Afro jazz.
Okay.
Kind of small, but when I say we don't have the structure yet, I mean in a very open way. I think we will still like this organization here.
Right. And I mean, it's still growing also because, I mean, as you know, even Afro jazz or the fusion of jazz with African music to Angola specifically is something sort of new, right? It's not very new to the rest of Africa, but it's definitely new to Angola itself because we did stay. One thing that Angolans can claim, definitely they stayed true to Kizomba, Samba, and Kuduro. Kilapanga, and that's Angola, right? Sungura and
it's our thing,
Yeah. But now, I mean, of course, there come the new innovators, artists like you, and young innovators, I like to say, because you guys are the post-independence guys who are creating this fusion of urban African music with jazz and sometimes with the touch of other urban music from outside of Angola, right?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So becomes this new fusion, this new line, this new vein that is attracting new audiences. And you, for instance, I mean, definitely, I would consider you to be a pioneer on that because you have actually also had the opportunity to work with some of the contemporary urban musicians like Calibrados and members of SSP and etc. Let's actually
Yannick from Mano.
Right, and that's so let's kind of go back and talk a little bit on how is it that you really got into music? How did it start?
Professionally talking, I started at the age of 14, if I remember well. So, if you pay attention, you'll see that my background is R&B,
right?
Soul R&B, But as an African, I cannot put aside my culture, the way I express myself as an African all the time, even though I'm singing some soul R&B. I'm too much attached to my to
your
my
culture.
essence, my culture. when I say it's not only Angola, because I've been studying a lot of African styles from
Right.
Nigeria, from Cameroon, you know.
Yeah.
But as an R&B singer too, I used to collab with artists, as you mentioned, Calibrado.
Right.
Made some song with Unique, Afro Man, and most of the people were expecting Toto to come up with something, R&B,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
And I came up with something different. We used to call here, I don't know how to call it in English. We used to call trova, just a guy playing a guitar,
Right.
playing his guitar, and putting some percussion and mixing R&B with African styles.
Right.
At that time, I didn't have that much information about jazz, but R&B, blues.
Right.
I was into this style, and I mixed them with sometimes with samba, kilapanga,
Yeah.
and I made and I came up with something that at the time it was like a new thing.
Right.
And
was,
people went crazy, and then this was, as we say in Angola, that was the boom. You know
there
what I'm
you
saying?
go. Yeah.
And from every now and then I didn't stop, and I had another collaborations. Then I was practicing a lot in guitar and trying to find more to improve, different ways of creating some new concepts.
Right.
And then I came across with jazz, and jazz brought me some different perspective in terms of harmonies and rhythm approach as well.
Okay.
And I've been growing, I've been improving, till I get here.
Got you. Now, let me actually share a story with you, and this is going to be very interesting. I should say that way. The person who introduces you to me, was Paul G. When
all right,
in I believe it was in 2005 when he came down for us to work on at the time the artist that he was managing and married to, Bruna Tatiana.
Yes.
You and I believe you and him were actually on the same song, if I'm not mistaken, in which you were singing the hook.
That is correct.
Right.
And, it was Calibrado's song.
Right.
It was a hit.
Right. You were singing the hook, and that's when I get introduced to who you were, right? From the perspective of like this innovator who's actually coming in with the different, with something new, something different, right? Something he's adding value. I like to put it that way. He was adding value to the culture. Now, but to get there though, he had to start somewhere. Like, were your parents, teachers? Who was the main influence that actually brings you to that point?
No, you know what? It's kind of, if I can say that, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have, people in my family that was into music. The environment.
Yeah.
But I can say that we used to sing a lot in my house with my mom, my aunties, my uncles, and because there's a book we used to call Inario, where there's a lot of gospel songs.
Got you.
And we used to sing a lot. At the age of 6, I was singing, and my mom was like, "What?"
Yeah.
But besides that, because I don't remember anybody in my family that was into music, and that was someone that was a professional in this area.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was. I say that we all of us, each one of us, we come to this world with some with some unique energy. That's what happened to me too.
Indeed.
And I say something to me. I don't want to be anything but musician. And I was just a young boy at the time.
Right.
but I didn't have this background like many musicians that they have people that make part of the family that are into professional.
So there was no
professional music.
Yeah. So the church now. Did you sing for the church also? Is that something? Were you guys very like regular going to the church and being part of the choir, singing with the choir, being a part of it?
I never made, no, I was not into choir.
Yeah.
I tried, but at the time I was in the church. I don't want to mention now.
Yeah.
But some guys, they didn't allow me to make part of the.
Oh, really?
To go.
Oh, you got, hold on.
On stage.
Hold on.
I don't know why.
Hold on.
Because at the time.
Hold on. This is Diaspora Central. You can just say some guys don't. We like more details here. So what you're saying is you got hated on. You got hated on. You got blocked from praising the Lord.
Let me explain. No, let me explain this.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just messing with you.
So it was. I remember some. Maybe my cousin, he invited me. Look, Toto, let's go to church. We have a call that we, just for the youth. And I say, it's all right. I'm not doing anything now. Let's go.
Right. So some kind of a contest. So a contest.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So my cousin and one of my brothers that was with me at the time, they said, look, why don't you go? Just go. I didn't want to go. And then I went to the stage.
Yeah.
We were like seven or more than seven, if I remember well, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, like 10.
Okay.
10 people, and I was the last one in a row.
Got you.
So people starting to sing, and when they give me the mic, it was like a bomb, because they couldn't believe, this guy is singing so well.
Right.
I mean, for that time and this, it
right.
was,
right.
Yeah. And they were asking people, who's the winner here? And everybody was saying, this guy. I was wearing a blue T-shirt.
Okay.
I can remember that. Everybody, it was like a bomb. I became if I can say that, a star in the church.
There you go. Yeah. So. And
the guy was the leader of the group. They did, okay, you have to be prepared to sing in the church, this thing. And they didn't allow me to go on stage and sing and pray.
Right.
And give, and deliver my know-how in music if I had.
Right.
At the time. But it was interesting to have the opportunity to go to, through this process, because in this church I had opportunity to
perform,
not to perform on stage,
right.
But to interact with with some guys that were into music in terms of guitar. This is where I start the guitar.
Right. Oh, there you go. See, so you going to church asking for an opportunity to hit the stage, and God is giving you the introduction to a guitar.
It was not my, I didn't intend to perform that. It was like I felt that like there were people that they didn't allow me to give myself into
no, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, I mean, your intention is like, listen, I want a fish, right? I want one fish. I want one fish. Give me my fish. And
that's right.
But God is trying to give you the cane so that you can now go fishing on your own and pick any fish you want, right?
That's what happened.
Right. Yeah, but let's go into a quick break, because I'm going to tell you, our audience loves conversation, but there's one thing that they love more, is to actually look at the content that you have out. Now, you currently have a brand new video out there.
That's right.
Yeah, can we go ahead and start with that? Introduce that video. Tell us a little bit about it.
It's my new project. The project, the name of the project is Flavors of Time. In which I will bring some, I will bring back the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, you know.
Okay.
This vibe in a very deep, you know, and I've been producing with a young boy from Benguela,
Okay.
called Roland.
Okay.
And the first single, the title of the first single is Sunshine.
Okay.
And it's out.
Yeah. Freshly
It's
released.
R&B.
Yeah, freshly released, brand new.
It's brand new, and people are getting to it. We have a lot of views right now. People are getting to this new project because I will bring a new perspective. Like I'm trying to be more R&B at this time because I decided to do something different. You know,
Got you.
Maybe because of this pandemic situation. You know, there's a lot of things. You know,
going on,
pumping going on.
Yeah.
In my head, so we are trying to
express some of those.
Express some of those, you know, different stuff. So Sunshine is the first single.
Yeah.
And I hope you guys enjoy it.
All right, so let's go into Sunshine by Toto ST right here on Diaspora Central Spotlight.
It's like they rip a part of me. It's like I'm incomplete. It's like a bad song on repeat. It's like a heart without a beat. I'm really sorry from the bottom of my heart. It was me who was living in the dark. If I could turn back time, I will do it differently. Sunshine, please shine again in my life. You know I won't survive without you here by my side. My head is blowing, I'm thinking, how could everything be different if I was there by your side? Your side.
And we are back. If you have just joined us, you're now tuned into the Diaspora Central Spotlight with Gil Ingles, and my guest today is Toto ST, an Afro jazz musician from Angola. Toto,
I'm on. Right here, Mr. Gil.
Yes, sir. That was a very nice video, man. Very cool video. Who produced the video? Who directed it?
Two young boys from Angola as well. You know, this project I made, it was made, you know, I can say 99% by Angolan people.
Yeah.
You know.
There you go. So
and it's good.
Yeah, showcasing the country. Well, let me put it to this way:
is good.
You're not only showcasing the country, right? Because once we hit 40, then we start to have that responsibility of now starting to school the younger generation, right? The 18s, the 20 years old. So is that what you're kind of doing with this project also?
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm working with a lot of young people. People they don't have the platforms where they can expose their talents. So I'm not helping. I'm just giving back what this country gave to me.
There you go.
And I want to be part of the others process.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And that's that sense of responsibility, something that many of us sometimes avoid, right? Because some selfishly just kind of want to stay there because they think that they the beginning, the middle, and the end. They really forget that, you know what, we're just passing on energy. The same energy that we have received, they have now processed, we should pass on to the next generation coming on. Now,
you're right, sir.
Yeah, now, what was the concept for that song, Sunshine?
Okay, first of all, let me tell you, because
I
didn't say the name of the director.
Yes.
It's called Dadu Oming and DJ Padux.
Okay.
They have an association. I don't know, maybe a company.
Okay.
Dadu Oming and DJ Padux.
Okay.
They are very good.
Yeah.
And let me explain the concept of this video. The idea was, once we didn't have the the budget to do the way. But we decided to do. Look,
Okay.
we don't have the budget, but let's put our heart
Right.
in this in order to bring something that that is good, that make people feel. So we just decided to go into this video and bring back some aspects of the 90s, and it's the first video, and when we are getting more and more into this vintage concept,
Got you.
So we are we are getting to this we are getting to understand that nowadays CD, the physical,
right,
it's it's expensive, and
right.
it's, even our new computers, there's no a place where you can put that
right,
the CDs where you can
right.
listen, so we are trying to make people in Angola to go into this
new,
digital platform,
right.
these new ways of
exactly. The new online, the new
approach,
streaming. The new streaming.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's the age. You know what? This is the peak of the information age, and
indeed,
and I'll be very honest with you. The one good thing about Africa is that whenever Africa gets something that actually empowers them, they take a hold on to it and run with it. Once they take a hold on it, they run with it. And hopefully they're going to do the same thing with digital distribution, because I'll be very honest with you, that will definitely give Africa an equal playing level as far as content distribution worldwide. Indeed. Because you no longer have to depend on a physical company that can actually put your work out there, right? Yeah. And
I like the way, and I love the way you pointing out.
Indeed.
This.
Yeah. That's,
if you see, we have a huge example. It's Nigeria.
Indeed. Yeah. Indeed. Nigeria, even South Africa.
South Africa too. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Even South Africa, because now we have the opportunity. Yeah. Now we have the opportunity to do that digitally, like right on the spot. No need for middleman or someone saying, "Oh, well, this is good." Distribute, oh, this is not good. No, you like it, put it out. Somebody else will like it, right?
That's a new word, sir.
Indeed, yeah. Yeah, indeed it is. But with that also come the good standards, right? The things that you actually had to learn throughout these years as you were growing in the industry, because there are standards of production that qualify work as good work. Yeah. So I kind of want to go back. When was your first time in the studio?
I don't know if you heard about Eduardo's Pain studio.
Yes. Yeah.
It was in an area called Cassandra.
Right.
And I used to record many stuff, many songs there. I used to record in different places, but I was just experiencing thing,
Yeah.
But things started when I met Adam Philippe. It's a guy that helped me so much in my career, at the beginning of my career.
Okay.
He used to make part of the Radio Luanda, if you remember that.
Yeah. Do you remember the name of the program?
I don't know if I remember well.
Okay.
But it used to be in the morning.
Got
early,
you. Okay.
And I went there. They were recording. I didn't know that, but they were recording the interview. Okay. And I started to sing a song that became a hit. In this day, because I was singing a song like foi numa sexta-feira que eu a conheci, ela passou por mim e disse, moça, vem pra aqui. Like an R&B, just a guy with a guitar.
Right.
And the cell phone started to ring as crazy.
Wow.
People asking, who's this guy? We want to sponsor him. We want to give,
Right. So.
And, let me tell you what happened.
Yeah.
And, the recording that they made in this interview
Right.
became a hit because they were passing all the time in the radio.
Oh wow.
That was not a studio recording, you know. So people started to know Toto ST from this interview I had.
Yeah.
And then I went to he put me on TV.
Right.
We used to have a program called Janela Bird. I think
Yeah.
it's still on in a
Yeah,
different,
I know that. Yeah, I know that program. Yeah, I know that program. Well, once you get to Janela Berta, you big time.
And
Right?
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you don't get
kind
to
of
Janela,
famous.
right? You don't get to Janela Berta just because you already big time when you get to Janela
Indeed.
Berta. Right.
Indeed. And
Yeah.
then that's how everything started. I mean, professionally talking.
So you basically going from a radio interview where you sing into you like one of those you were going viral before going viral was known as going viral.
That is right, sir. You know, and I was scared at the time.
Yeah.
I was scared.
But let me ask you this question though, because a lot of times, and I'm glad that you say you were scared, because a lot of people don't understand this, right? Fame is a scary thing. It's a very scary thing.
Indeed.
Because it honestly gets you to have to check a lot of your essence.
Indeed.
And ensure that you don't violate your own self and principles.
Principles,
right?
Yeah.
Because it asks a lot of you, and I totally understand where you're coming from. But what was the scary thing about it to you?
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put it like this. You're nobody,
right?
And all of a sudden,
everybody knows you.
Everybody knows you, and they got their eyes on you.
Yeah, and they have expectations.
Expectations on you, but you're just a human, you know.
Right.
and that was scary. Because sometimes, or if I can say that, most of the time, fame change. It doesn't change.
Right.
Changes you. Change the people around you.
Indeed, that is very true. Because
I was young.
Yeah, the perception becomes different. Because you're no longer just Toto. Now you Toto ST.
Now you're Toto ST. Everybody know you. They are kind of controlling what you do, how you do. You know.
Yeah. You don't just walk in. You don't just walk in by yourself. Now you walk in with a guitar.
That is right.
If you come in just by yourself, everybody looking at you like, where is his guitar? Right.
Yeah. But it was interesting at the same time, because it made me to go deeper.
Got you.
My essence, as you said, my principles. What exactly what do I want?
Yeah.
In this career, because there's a lot of in Portuguese we say casca de banana.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know if you have this expression like
a lot of trip hazards. A lot of trip hazards.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of problems at the time. But thank God I found a way to organize my life and to reposition and to see exactly what I want.
Got you.
And I can say that I'm well organized in this sense, and I speak to this young artists now that they are coming into this fame stuff. I explain to them, look, pay attention to this and that,
right?
Because I've been there. I know exactly that it can put you in a very bad condition if you don't pay that much attention.
Indeed.
The kind of change that we were saying as changing your essence.
Right.
And I'm always the kind of guy I just want to do me all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for me, there's no need to look like cooler.
Right. Oh yeah. You're not putting up airs. Right. You're not giving.
Making up things.
Got you. Yeah.
Not, show off. I don't need this bling stuff.
Got you. Yeah.
Of course, we need money, but it's because I have responsibilities.
Oh no.
I don't need this show off. I don't need fancy cars. I'm not into this. So fame didn't change me in this
in that way,
sense.
right? In that way.
In that way.
I totally understand. Well, you gotta remember, some people, and I sometimes also say that there are people who get into this industry to be famous, and there are people who get into this industry because they are part of this industry. They are meant to add value to the industry. They bring in something beyond, right? Because trust you and me, brother. It's like, and that's what I was just having a actually let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna pick up from there because our people want to check out some more of your content. Go ahead and introduce another one of your videos that we can go into right now.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know if you got it. Maybe something from my previous. My previous
project.
album.
Yeah.
And the title is UPA.
There you go, UPA. I think as a matter of fact, you know what? I think I'm at the time I was on 90.1 FM, and I think I'm the one who broke that record here in the US on the radio. So let's go ahead into UPA. Yeah. Indeed. So let's go into the UPA video right here on Diaspora Central with Gil Ingles and my guest today, directly from across the continent, across the Atlantic Ocean, specifically Angola, Toto ST, UPA.
Você pode me julgar, mas eu só faço o que a alma pede. Não me deixarei levar, jamais serei o que a sociedade quer que eu seja. Wasaluka. Being happy is a simple task. Just remove the social mask. Just believe in yourself. Just do you. Sign of what I'm buddy. UPA, 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 la la. UPA, 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 yeah, yeah. UPA, 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 la la. UPA, 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 yeah. UPA. Eu sou amor incondicional.
And if you just joined us, you're now tuned into Diaspora Central with Gil Ingles and my guest today, Toto ST. Yes, I'm talking about that singer-songwriter / instrumentalist. Yeah, I bet guitarist. Don't play with that brother. He got chops. Yeah, he's got chops, and I'm talking real chops. Okay, and Afro jazz, R&B. Don't mess with him. He knows his guitar. Toto.
That's right.
Definitely.
That's right.
Yeah, you're definitely one of those guys that didn't come into the industry to become famous. You adding value to the industry, and not only to the industry, you're now adding value to actually Angola, because you're nurturing a newer generation of musicians. And interesting enough, right, the world is also starting to notice the change in African musicianship, because now you're starting to see kids trying to play instruments a lot more than before. But I was telling you, there are people who join the industry to be famous, and then there are people who actually join the industry because the industry is them.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what, Gil? I can say that being famous, achieve the fame is like it can be a consequence.
True.
You know?
Yeah. When you, but and I agree with you, especially when you are the industry. Now, because you know that, man, I'm sure you can probably pull 10 people that you definitely know that you're gonna be like, yeah, they just show up like fireworks. Like pew 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 pew, and once it's gone like forever, ever. You can't even find them. And I was just having a discussion with someone not that long ago, and they were like, "Dude," they were talking to me. They were like, "Man, I remember you in 2001 doing a television show, about Africa in DC. Now in 2021, you in Houston doing a show about Africa, and
that's your thing,
right?
That's your thing, and you're doing well.
Exactly. Thank you, man. And I asked him. I said, "Okay, so what's the problem?" He said, "No, that's what a lot of us don't get it. Sometimes we don't understand that once you are in position yourself where you are meant to be,
Yes.
you will consistently be that all the way across, you know." And at that point in time, I actually had to stop myself and think, and I was like, right, because he kind of hit me kind of almost like a wow moment too, and I was like, you know what, I never thought about it that way, because you know, even, and you probably run into the same thing. Toto knows who Toto is. You know, Gil knows who Gil is. But there are certain things that sometimes you be like, dang, maybe I should do that too. Yeah. You know. But then, right. And then you don't go. And I think that people that just look for fame, what they do a lot of times, and I don't mean to say that, okay, a lot of them are just into it because of fame. No, I just think that sometimes they just look and they just going here and here and here and here and here, you know, and here. No consistency.
We are free.
Yeah,
it's a free world, if I can say that.
Yeah,
and then people are searching for different, you know, stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I perceived at my individuality, if I can say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not the point. It's not the you know, it's not the thing, because I need to.
It's not your essence.
It's not my essence,
mm-hmm.
You know. So it seems like many musicians. I'm not saying this is bad or
mm-hmm.
good,
right.
But you know, people are looking for different things in the industry. But most musicians, they don't understand the power
mm-hmm.
of bringing changes,
right?
Of being, you know, a role model
mm-hmm.
for kids, for you know, for the youth.
Yeah.
In order to make some changes, sometimes we want changes to happen in this life, but we have to ask ourselves, how can we participate?
Mm-hmm.
What can we bring? You know, in order to bring some. What can we add in order
mm-hmm.
to bring some changes?
Yeah.
You know, they do understand they have the powers. It's a kind of power, if I can say that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a responsibility. It is a responsibility.
Yeah. Also, it's a responsibility too.
Yeah.
So we can construct this idea of the ideal world. You know, mm-hmm. The so-called better world that all of us you know, we wish a different world.
Right.
So as musician, I feel I have a kind of a power to participate, to bring something good.
Yeah.
So musicians, if they understand well the power they have, and use it properly,
mm-hmm.
they will make some changes.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to do, and that's what many musicians in Angola and everywhere are trying to do.
Right.
I think art has a voice to this world.
And that's the key. See, that's the key thing right there of the essence, because art is really the ability to express.
That's right, sir. You know better.
What that everyday, or what that essence of the beings, of the surroundings, of the ambience, of the, is basically that picture in time, or that moment in time,
that is correct,
that needs to be expressed in art, right? And unfortunately, sometimes what fame does, or the people that search for fame,
mm-hmm.
they will go more for the consequence without the work. Let me put it that way.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right. That's right.
Let's go for the consequence without the work, and
there are steps that they trying to avoid. I mean, skip.
Right.
It.
Yeah. Cut corners. Yeah. Cut corners. Yeah.
Yes.
Cut corners.
There's no. I don't think there is excellency. There's no shortcut.
Yeah. No. No, excellence, man. Excellence is no shortcuts at all, brother. I'm gonna tell you. And even recognition of excellence never comes when there are shortcuts, because
you have to work hard.
Very. And
yourself,
it's right? Yeah, and that's, I mean, that's the thing that we were talking about before, being famous, right? Because once fame hits you, and fame normally comes before money, right?
Yeah.
Fame always comes before money. And when fame hits, people now have expectations.
That's right.
And I mean, I go there to say that the benefit of you actually being able to now assist the younger generation also understand that. And not only that, there's another bigger benefit that you bring into it. You are an artist who has actually traveled the world, who has showcased your art to the world, so you can also share that experience so that they don't fall into some of those pitfalls that sometimes await us outside.
You know what, Gil? It's good to to interact with different cultures.
Indeed. Yeah, definitely.
And bring more conscience. That's what we're trying to build.
Indeed.
Conscience.
Yeah.
Consciousness, if I can say that.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And I've been with French people, with Portuguese,
right.
So I know some American musicians as well.
Right.
And it's very it's good for me, because I can improve certain aspects in my myself and my career, just in this process of knowing others' culture, the way they express themselves,
right.
the values,
Yeah.
And it's good because nowadays is because of the technology, is if I can say that, it's much easier to
right.
to link to people. You live in Angola, but you are linked to people in USA, as we are doing now.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to build something in this sense because I work with a company called 1787. It's for France.
Okay.
We're trying to find ways to deliver some lectures,
right.
workshop,
right.
music, the process, digital platforms, how it works.
Right.
Because we have to share. So when we share, everybody grows.
Right.
But we still have a long way to go.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's part of growth. Some of the challenges also, because it definitely takes a little bit to get to a point where things are just that kind of good, right? But one good thing that also happens is that globalization is a fact of life. Today, you can't isolate any specific country, location, or person for a matter of its word, right? I mean, everyone is pretty much connected. But let's kind of take a look. I want to take another quick break to showcase something else. Yeah.
Preciso de conselho de alguém vivido que já tenha entendido o que viver é. O mais velho diz-me se existe uma fórmula de viver sem sofrer. Eu quero saber, porque a mulher que eu amo aqui sempre amei, fez a estrada e foi-se embora, e eu fiquei. Coração está sem chão, me terá uma paixão. Coração está sem chão, me levarão a razão de viver. Ele é minha vida, a vida inteira. foram histórias entre derrotas e vitórias. Eu vivi com ela, razão de viver. Ela é minha vida.
I'll tell you what. You know that we like to show off a little bit sometimes. So, yeah.
So you're gonna have it. You already know that.
I appreciate that.
It's I love the way you work and because you're always open to share.
Thank you, sir.
Angolan and African culture, and I thank you for that.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Listen, the reason why I continue to share is because I know that there are still people like you who are still doing something authentic pertaining to the countries that where you are, to the culture that is yours, and it would be selfish of me not to give the little bit that I can to ensure that the amount that you guys are giving gets showcased to the rest of the world, right? And I definitely appreciate it. Yeah. No, I appreciate you taking time to actually join us. But before I let you go, there's something else that I kind of want to touch on. You play guitar now. You only play guitar? Do you play bass? What other instruments do you play?
Oh, no, let me be honest. I can play some instruments like a little bit of piano or bass, but I cannot say that I play guitar, even though I don't consider myself as a guitarist. I'm a singer who plays guitar.
Okay, you're a singer. Look, see, that's a problem. Look, that's a problem right there. See, when you talking to professionals, that's what you get. They'll be like, yeah, I'm this that does that. Don't sleep on him. That doesn't mean that he doesn't play that instrument.
I'm not trying to be humble. I'm just trying to be honest.
You have to be honest.
Because when I can do, because I put guitar in my own songs. I'm the one who's putting guitars, and then I call another guy. Right. We have a young boy. He's from Angola. He's 20, maybe he's 25 now.
Okay,
called Mario Gomez.
Mario Gomez.
Yeah. Oh, he is very good. Okay. You have to check him out.
That's a guitarist. Is he a guitarist?
Yeah, he's very good. Very good.
That's not the same guy that they call Texas, is it?
Oh, Texas is a young boy too that plays a lot too. So they know each other.
Yeah. Someone brought up Texas to me on another interview. I think may have been when we did a spotlight with DJ Patrick. I think he mentioned Texas. Right.
Oh, Texas is very good. Yeah. But Marius, I'm saying, is in this jazz, blues, funk, afro, even samba.
Gotcha.
In all domains, the guy is very good.
Gotcha.
And is young.
Yeah.
I call him to make part because Mario is a guitarist, and we have a very deep connection, as well as the one I said we produced this new project together.
Yeah.
The one I said. His name is Roland.
Right.
Is a very good keyboard.
Got you. Wow.
And this guy, he have a lot of soul, a lot of gospel riffs. Well, R&B. He has the essence of R&B soul, and he has the African side as well.
Got you.
So I've been working with these new musicians. They bring a different perspective. They add values in my in my song, because they bring some new nuances, and I've been changing just because of the fact that I've been interacting with these young boys right now. Because they are bringing something new, something good.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, Gil, but nowadays I don't feel like recording with, in terms of guitar, keyboard, sometimes bass. I don't have the need to pay someone abroad.
Right.
That is abroad.
Yeah.
Because we have Mario Gomez, we have Nino Jazz.
Right.
We have great musicians here.
So you incorporating local talent right into the production.
Indeed, and we can do something. We can do things, very good.
Yeah.
And let me tell you that in this new project, even the sound, the sound engineer
The
is from
engineering.
Angola. It's a young engineer.
Great.
It's a young boy
Yeah.
called Milson.
Okay.
You know, we are
Yeah.
trying to bring something, you know,
Yeah.
so people will, you know, they have to think that it is reliable to.
Indeed.
You can do things in our countries.
No,
you know?
and that's what it is. Sometimes all we need is hope, right? And giving hope. Sometimes when you give someone hope, you give in everything, and
That's
opportunity
right,
also. That opportunity will give hope, and that's a great thing. Now let me.
I'm not a guitarist, okay?
Right,
I play guitar.
Yeah, but I'm
a
still,
singer.
Yeah, we still know that you are, but it's okay.
Right.
But let me tell you one thing though. There's one American musician that I don't know if you know, but I'll tell you to go ahead and check him out. I had a chance to actually work with him in 2010. I was part of the crew that worked with him on his release of his album. His name is Levi Stevens. Okay. Levi Stevens.
Oh, can you send me a link?
I'll send you a link he's from Washington DC. He's DC based. Okay. It's funny. Not only he looks like you.
Oh, really?
He's also a singer-guitarist, or a guitarist-singer, or a guy that plays the guitar and sings. But you need to check him out, because he's definitely something. Yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah, and DC's got a lot of good musicians that kind of fall in your lane, man. It's like Levi Stevens is one of them. The other one is oh man, I can't remember his name right now. Gracious. Anyway, once his name comes back, I'm gonna go ahead and text it to you, man. He does.
Just send me some links.
Yeah, he does go-go music, but I'll the name is like right here and it's just not coming. But anyway, I'll connect you two eventually. But look, about your social media, man, place where people can get in touch with you and how they can get in touch with you, where would they go?
Oh, it's very easy. If you Facebook, Toto ST. And Toto with S capital letter, T capital letter as well.
Right.
And you find me there.
Okay.
And you go to YouTube, Toto ST official.
Okay.
And you got my site is toto.st. Toto ST.site.
Right.
And it's the Instagram Toto ST.
Okay.
That's
cool.
like the same as
Cool. Yeah.
It's very easy to find me. There's not a lot of Toto ST in this.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not. And not only that, and then in case they can find you, they can also get in touch with us right here on Diaspora Central, and we'll definitely get them in touch with your management, because
that's right.
It is important also to focus that you are represented. You actually have representation.
Yeah, right. I work with a company, as I said before,
right,
called 1787, and my manager called Astrid Bello. She's from France,
right.
And by the way, she used to live in USA.
Yeah,
some years ago.
Right. Yeah.
And I can say this if I can call her, because I like to call her this way.
Okay.
This girl
right.
changed my way of seeing things in music industry.
Right.
And she's helping me a lot, and she's the one who's producing this upcoming CD.
Got you.
She's very nice.
There you go.
And the contact is 1787 contact gmail.com.
Okay, cool.
It's here. This is where you can
now we'll definitely if anyone contacts us, we'll definitely put them in touch with her so that way they can reach you, right? Yeah, because I mean, as you know, it's pretty easy to get in touch with us. It's diasporacentral.net. Listen, Toto, it's been a pleasure, man. Yeah. Thank you for joining us, taking time out of your busy schedule.
Thank you, sir.
Right? It's and thank you for sharing the know-how, the music, the perception, the moment of Afro jazz music in Angola, because that's what we like to share with the diaspora, so that way, in case someone goes to Angola, they kind of know. Now, if in case someone does go to visit Angola, what places specifically would you recommend that they go to kind of get a listen to a little bit of Afro jazz currently? And we know things change sometimes, but like right now, okay.
Jazzine is a platform where you can find people, even the guitarist I told you about,
Mm-hmm.
he had a shows maybe 1 or 2 months ago.
Gotcha.
In this platform. It's where you can find some musicians like Mari Gomez,
Right.
Nino Jazz, Annabella Aya,
Right.
and Philip Mukenga. You know,
There you go. Yeah, that's all. That's a big name. That's a legend name, man. That's
Indeed.
legendary. That man is written. He has written a lot of songs for a lot of people.
that's right.
And
It's an honor for
right.
me. It's an honor to be his
Right.
friend. You
Yeah,
know?
he's actually one of those guys that we would say he's probably one of the very few that we would say the pioneers that started to write music
Yeah,
for
Mr. Gil,
other people
that is correct.
before writing music for others was a thing to do.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
indeed.
So this is if you come to Angola, not only for music stuff,
Yeah.
you can go to a place that I love the most,
Yeah.
called Lubango.
There you go. So Lubango is the place where they need to go to.
That's it.
Well, I'm not too far from you because I think that my paradise is Namib, and if I eventually do,
It's
Yeah.
not far from Lubango. Yeah.
yes, and if I eventually do decide to make that move to Angola, Namib will definitely be the city where you're gonna
You
find
got
me.
it.
So I will definitely be crossing that making that little small trip over to Lubango to go check out the Afro jazz scene. But listen, Toto, as always, man, it's been a pleasure, sir. Thank you
My
very
pleasure.
much. Yeah, and you gotta make me a promise that you will be back as soon as you release that other song, so that we can do a specific spotlight for that other song.
Of
Is
course,
that okay?
I'll be back. As long if you say Toto, we don't want. Even if you say Toto, we don't
Right.
want you in this program. I'll be in this program.
Yeah, there you go. No, we have to end. We have to end because see, they constrain us with time and these things of television's a thing. And I know the whole production crew already looking at me like, dude, we got this thing.
I'm just kidding. You can
Yeah.
count on me.
I appreciate
I'm
it,
available
man.
for interviews, and
I appreciate it.
As I said before, I love so much the way the work you're doing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And I
Likewise.
appreciate that. You're such a nice guy since the day where
Yeah.
we met. Some
Thank you.
years ago.
Likewise. Yes, sir.
And I'm very happy for you.
Thank you. Likewise, man. So am I for you. In all honesty, man, like I said, the reason why I do this is because you guys keep on doing what you're doing, and I have to do my part to make sure that the rest of the world knows that good guys that are doing good things like you and
Appreciate it.
others exist, man. As always, remember one thing: you don't just have to listen to it here on Diaspora Central. You can actually take that trip and go visit Angola so that you can see these individuals live. Or you can even also do something else. You can host them in whatever country you are in. Call them in so that they can come and play in your city. As always, I am Gil Ingles, and until next time, you take care of yourselves and each other. And remember, if we don't do it for ourselves, no one else will. Because after all, only we can do for ourselves. Till next time, peace.
Não vale a pena nem tentar. Hoje em dia os relacionamentos não duram. Qual é a razão? Porque ao invés do amor as pessoas procuram viver na ilusão. Muitos são os que não acreditam no amor. Dizem que sofrem, vivem de curtição. Por isso se unem pelos piores motivos, que aqui direi quais são. O dinheiro, por poder, por fama, por prazer, por medo de estar só.